Okay, so for the first time, we have a guest. I have with me Dilip Atmakur, uh, and it's quite a fascinating story. So Dilip actually reached out to me after seeing a teardown video of mine. I think it was the Upeka one, right, Dilip?
Correct.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So for the first time, we are gonna do a teardown in as a team. Usually it's just me ranting on a particular brand, but today I have some company, so this is something new and exciting for me. So Dilip, can you just introduce yourself and what is it that you do and what actually motivated you to be a part of something like this?
Sure. Thanks, Pranav. Firstly, thank you for having me on your show. And what you're doing, being a marketer myself, I've been doing digital marketing. I've held multiple roles in marketing space. So I've started owning brands, doing their social media, uh, managing their social media accounts, digital marketing. Now moving into branding and more creative aspects. So, having held so many different roles, now I'm starting to really love brands who are creating an identity for themselves. And that's how when I saw your post, that's what attracted me. Hey, why not? That is absolutely amazing, right? So when somebody tear down a brand, it shows how much they're passionate about it, how much they like the story. So that's what really attracted me, and that's why I just reached out to you, and I just wanted to do something together. So thank you for
Awesome.
having me.
Awesome. This week, I think Dilip has done most of the work. I just me doing taking the credit for his work. So yeah, let's see how it goes. I'll now, like always, start sharing my screen, and let's talk about today's brand. The brand's name is Quirky. The brand is actually known as And Nothing Else. That's what the brand name is. And without having any clever segue this time, let's just address one truth, which is that the world of fitness is crowded. Fitness, in terms of supplements, in terms of workouts or any kind of online products, online coaching, all of that constitute it must be. I don't have the research, but it must be quite a few $billion of industry, because many people care about fitness globally. And so there are different brands which are catering to different audiences, and which again goes to show that it's not a new market. And so it's quite difficult to stand out. But there is one brand which is standing out, and the name of the brand, as I said, is And Nothing Else. And I was actually introduced to this brand by Dilip himself. And yeah, Dilip, what do these guys make?
So they make protein bars, protein snacks. So they frankly, the first time when I got introduced, I was at a market, and these guys had a stall. And first time they just said, "Hey, we're selling protein bars." And me not in the market for I'm not like a fitness freak, but they had free samplers. That's what, like, hey, I want to try for those free samples, and it was amazing, and it never tasted like a protein bar. So and me and my wife are looking at this, and she got the brand instantly, and nothing else. And I was like, wait, what is the name again? What is the name again? So it really confused me starting, but slowly when I started looking at this, and it was very clear to what they are trying to do.
Yeah.
And they so tasting very amazing, and very clear way, very straightforward. They sell the cleanest snacks. That's what
Yeah.
they've been doing.
Yeah. Okay. So I think that the main product is protein bars, and they've also introduced balls, right? Protein
Immunity.
immunity balls. Sorry. Yeah. So I think that's the second product, but this I think will remain the flagship product. And what I gathered from their overall online presence is that they're making quite some impact. So firstly, they raised funding at the end of 2019, an undisclosed amount. It just goes to show that the brand is making progress, because no one would want to make an investment in a brand that is not making progress or impact. So it was the first signal for me. The second signal for me was their overall, digital presence, especially Instagram and the kind of content that they're putting out on Instagram. It has quite a few followers. They have quite a few followers, quite a few engaged followers. And thirdly, they have this very strong community, which is a part of online presence. But I do feel the need to mention this separately because it's hard to find a brand which believes in community, and these guys do have a very strong community, and we're going to get into the details of that in just a little bit. But it's safe to say that this brand is making an impact. And the challenge while making these tear down videos is that we never have the access to actual numbers. We can find a few numbers here and there, but many of these numbers are you can say they are we have to assume, or we have to assert that this brand is making success by looking at a few key signals. And as far as this brand is concerned, it's definitely giving out a very good vibe. Okay, so let's dig into how they're actually making this impact. So we have broken down the lessons from this brand into, I think, 3 or 4 key pointers. So let's start with the first one, which is my favorite, the positioning. So the brand has positioned itself really well. So I've always said this, that a brand needs every marketing story needs an enemy, or a brand needs an enemy. And so they have clearly defined the enemy, which is fitness brands that are not transparent. And so as we proceed, you will see how the founder Shashank is actually someone who is on a mission to unmask these fitness brands who try to deceive people. And the protein bars by and nothing else disclose all their ingredients on the package itself, so they're extremely transparent. So they have defined a new game as transparency. They are saying that we do not want these brands which deceive their customers. We want to be a brand which is extremely transparent and actually tells the truth about what their products contain. So that is what they have positioned themselves at. And just a small template that I follow at times. So for people who believe dash, the brand will do dash so that you dash, right? So in this case, for people who are fed up with lies in the fitness industry and want a trusted protein source, and nothing else will provide them with a protein source which is transparent and honest, so that they can have a peace of mind and reach their fitness goals. So they can have this trust, and which is what the brand is all about. The brand is conveying the emotions of honesty, trust, transparency, and so on. So that's the story. And from positioning, I like to use this axis. They have positioned themselves completely on honesty, and for now they are selling only protein bars and also immunity balls, but that's, I think, a relatively new product. So they are mainly known for protein bars. It will be interesting to see, as they expand their product line, if they change their marketing story at all. So that's my take on positioning. Dilip, anything to add here?
Yeah. I think in your earlier slide, one key ingredient here is also good ingredients, which is kind of their main philosophy that will come later into the packaging as well, right? So, and nothing else. So the good ingredients, I mean, every other brand talks about organic ingredients and stuff like that. But when you look at the backside, you'll find like all sorts of chemicals, all sorts of different stuff. So I think also, apart from the trusted protein source, I think they also believe in that good ingredients is the key part. Because having good ingredients, now they can sell up to other products and provide that key philosophy, which is good products, clean products, which is more on supporting the healthier and the fitness lifestyle as well.
Got it. Cool. Okay. So Dilip, I'll take you. Yeah. Sorry. Go on, Dilip.
Oh, no. Go ahead. Yeah.
No. So I was just saying that the founder story I find extremely fascinating, and yeah, Dilip, you can just take over this. It seems that Shashank himself has had quite a journey, right?
Correct. So Shashank's story starts off when he was around 15 or 20 years, 15 years ago. He was also extremely overweight, and in his fitness journey, he has tried several methods. He's hit the gym, and after trying several different workouts, after trying different methods of losing weight, I think he's found his own method that is proven again. So he believes that good food and good ingredients is the only way to have a more fitness led. So if you look at all the brand collaterals or brand content and what the philosophy is, it's kind of got down from his story itself. So and personally me also, I also fall under those obese rate as well. So I know I can totally relate to how he's coming as well. So and I totally believe that you can only go in the fitness journey when you have a tribe, like you're going to mention. So that also is gonna create a lot of value in a personal journey to fitness, right? So I think the founder story brings in, and now I think he is writing a lot of key blogs on Medium, and as well as Quint as well. So he's one of the top writers in food and health category on medium.com. So he's bringing his expertise in fitness to his brand, and he's able to create something very, very brilliant over there.
Yeah, I think it's quite brilliant when the founder story aligns with the brand story. It just makes it much more believable and much more authentic. So more power to Shashank for the change that he's trying to make. So yeah, this is just a before and after of Shashank. So as you can see, quite a transformation and inspiring stuff. And yeah, this is just a continuation of that. So there is no real nothing different, no different takeaway from this slide, except that if you see how he talks about fitness and how he's transparent about it, it's quite inspiring. And his whole communication, we're going to talk about communication in just a bit. The whole copy and the whole content and the whole communication is just very relatable and very blunt and very authentic. So and also filled with humor. So you look at the last line, it says it's very strange to write about yourself in third person. So yeah, I don't want to get too much into the copy part of it because we have like a separate section on it. But yeah, I think the founder story beautifully connects with the brand story. The next is
just want to add something over there. So I mean, we've seen a lot of documentaries on Netflix, Prime around where they discover what goes into our honey, how honey is made, or how different food products are made, how mass production is killing the actual product itself, right? So I think Shashank has taken that, and I think he also writes his own personal blog where he exposes these big food brands and the different lies that they are also doing. So that again boils down to his products, like what he believes should be the actual products as well. So just wanted to add that as well. So that's something nice that he's doing.
Yes, for sure. As far as the packaging is concerned, I think it's beautiful. Dilip, I'll let you describe this because you have been a customer yourself.
Yeah, I have ordered my third box and the packaging, first time when I looked at it, it's unlike anything, I would say. If you look at any product that you order on Amazon or anything, you can see a lot of food related images, a lot of they've gone overdone their branding, but I just have a box here, so this is how it actually comes. So, and it is actually very simple and neatly done. And the first thing you can see is like these small cards that you have. And since they're running the new show on running the new products, which is on the immunity balls, when you see this, the first thing you see, like it says you've got balls. Okay, that's very bold for any brand to do, but it's a good funny trick because they're also obviously ensuring immunity is also built. And obviously they have your refer and earn 25% off and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But coming to the product itself, it's very neatly done.
Yeah.
Different colors for different flavors, and what goes into the product, and boiling down to the actual brand name, which is and nothing else.
Right.
And the best part, what I really love is, the star mark policy, which is what marked in your slide as well.
Yeah.
Right. So, I mean, how often do you come across brands who doesn't use a star mark? Right. So it's very little, and I would say probably in the single digit numbers. I mean, from my experience at least.
Yeah.
And obviously, the product takes absolutely fantastic. And I think go to your next slide as well.
Yeah.
I think that's what I tried to say. And when you talk about content as well, it's a very personal note as well. And this really long letter, it's beautifully written, and it has a take on why being healthy, and why they've sacked their marketing guy, which kind of says a lot about Shashank's personality on, hey, I don't want to deal with a lot of bullshit. I just want to be straight with my product.
Yeah.
And very simple, very straightforward. And that's what you see across the brand when you look at their website, look at their email copy, and as well as even on how to come back with offers and share those offers as well. And something I also wanted to note was people who read this long letter, right? So at the end, they've just mentioned that if you actually read this, congratulations. No one reads these days, and we are happy you did. Here's a small token of our appreciation. Check out the bottom of the box. So you've earned it. Pat on the back. So at the bottom of the box, again, they've hidden a nice discount code. So at every point, they're like, hey, I'm going to reward you because you took the time, you took the energy to read through our story and look at our brand and what we believe in. And that's nicely done. So you're covering the entire journey and asking the customer to, giving a customer a reward to, to buy back and believe in the product.
Yeah. I think there is a lot to learn here. I have always said this, that many brands, by nature, we want to play it safe. And so many brands want to cater to the early majority and the late majority. But what these guys are doing is that they are catering to to the innovators, to the early adopters. And they want to be bold. They want to be human. They don't want to be a very boring mechanized product. It's not that, there is a typical content writer that is hired and he or she is writing the copy. I think it's actually Shashank writing the copy, but even if he's not, whoever is writing the copy is doing a really, really good job of standing out, being human. And the fact that you and I, two marketers, are having a conversation about this kind of copy and this kind of packaging is a huge compliment to the brand. So I just think there's a lot to learn for a lot of brands, but especially for e-commerce, especially for the brands which try to play it safe and become a little boring and bland as they go ahead. Okay.
One more thing I wanted to add, you put a good point, was us marketers discussing on this, right? So I think only when you believe in the product, you can actually come up with beautiful content and complete the entire journey.
Sure.
So I think Shashank probably would be the one who will be writing that.
Yeah.
So just go ahead.
Yeah. The next part is my favorite about this brand because it's quite unique. I mean, of course, I love the communication. I love the copy. I love the positioning. But always a Seth Godin fan, and Seth Godin says always recommends that a brand leads a particular tribe. I have not seen a lot of e-commerce brands. If I'm honest, I've not seen a lot of e-commerce brands. Even my favorite e-commerce brands, they don't seem to be leading a tribe. So, for example, one of my favorite brands in coffee is Blue Tokai. And even though I love their coffee, even though I love their communication, they have not made an impact in terms of creating a community or creating a tribe. Of course, there is another challenge for them, that perhaps how can a coffee brand create a community? Maybe that's a problem that they haven't been able to solve, and perhaps it is a little easier for fitness brands because you're taking people on a mission. But that being said, I think this brand is actually caring about the community building part of it, and they're doing so through a few of their initiatives. So Shashank, what are they doing to build this community, to build a tribe of these loyal fans? Did I call you Shashank right now? I meant Dilip, sorry.
No worries, no worries. So I think one main thing that also attracted me was what kind of a snack brand wants to create a community on intermittent fasting,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
I was like, well, confused. So like, I mean, what are they trying to achieve? Like, not eat food, but at the core of it, all they're just trying to say is, how do you live a good lifestyle, or how do you live a healthy lifestyle? So and that's something that even I've been trying to do, and for the past 3 weeks actually I've been following this intermittent fasting, and I've got good result. I've been more active during the day, and got some good inputs uh, from the group itself. Really active group as well, though I'm not on the group itself. And I think they have about I think just hold on. I think you have it in the next slide. So
I
I just
don't.
want to see the strength of.
I think it's 4 to 5,000.
Yeah, correct. So so they have like 5,000 strong community members who, and they have good influencers, and who is managing this community on who are giving them, who are giving all the members all the gyan around intermittent fasting and helping any queries of such.
Yeah.
So I think that's also brilliant on creating this focused target audience who is focused on having a good healthy lifestyle. So that's kind of really done nicely.
Yeah, and I think, like you said, it's intermittent fasting is not directly connected to a protein bar. It's indirectly connected, and it would have been quite selfish of the brand to make a group around the concept of protein bars itself. But here again, this initiative goes to tell that they actually care about their community. They actually care about the change that they are trying to make in this community, and it's more about the mission than the product. So you have the best interest of your target audience. Your intentions for your target audience are seen through initiatives like this. So I think it's beautiful, and a lot to think about for so many of us. How can we lead a tribe? How can we create a community rather than just bombarding people with sales emails and advertisements? How can we also add value is something that most of us need to think about.
Correct. And also, I think just to add on, I think they're working on a longer game rather than a shorter game.
Yeah.
So every brand, when they start creating a community, they just start bombarding stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So from the start, and that group, very like your regular WhatsApp group, right? So if you're in a part of any WhatsApp group where there are like more than 50 people, it's just forwards.
Yeah.
So I think that's what they've done.
Yeah. We have spoken a lot about this, which is the kind of copy that they write. Just a few samples here. So it is very strange to write about yourself in third person. We already covered this. Then when you sign up for the newsletter, you get this message, or where you have the email form. It says, "Hi, you have reached rock bottom. Things usually go up from here. Here is proof." Uh, Again, a fascinating piece of copy. Then founder, CEO, obese kid, fat adult, hellbent on setting packaged food right, which is great. Immunity balls, potent as hell, tasty as well. Yeah, I think there is no need to talk a lot about this, because we already made our point here that Shashank, or whoever is writing, I suspect it's Shashank. Whoever is writing is doing a really, really good job. The copy is very sharp and also very authentic.
Yeah.
All right. I couldn't think of a lot of so we always end up with some recommendations. So far we have covered the positioning and the story. We have covered the packaging part of it. We have covered the tribes element of the brand. We have covered the copy element. Uh, I always like to end with a certain recommendation. But the thing with recommendation is that you're always giving it with the information that you have. It's always different to work inside the brand and give any recommendation. But yeah, that being said, my only recommendation is I'm a fan of naming a particular type of naming the game that you're playing. So for example, Seth Godin is the master of this. Gives names to things such as the purple cow or permission marketing and so on. So I have given an example which is a very crappy example, but just to drive the point home, which is, why doesn't Shashank call it honesty first fitness or honesty driven fitness or something like that? Like, this is a very bad name, but can he name that game? So for example, Zuora has named their game as subscription economy. Then Drift has named their game as conversational marketing. So I would love to see them coin a name and run with it. That's my first recommendation. My second recommendation, although I've not put it in here, my second recommendation is perhaps a better email communication, because yes, I've received their email, but I wouldn't mind receiving shorter content from them in my email box or in my inbox. So that's my second recommendation, that a better frequency of emails. Dilip, what do you have anything to add in the recommendations part?
I think what I at least foresee is limited products. I think with focus of healthy lifestyle, but they have the beautiful bars right now, immunity balls. But I would also love to see other products. I know there's a brand, very new, nascent brand. It's just been like a year old
Yeah.
or 10 months to a year old. But I would love to see this grow to a level where all the products is focused on that core belief of good ingredients and good health. I think there's a lot of potential on that side. But with that growth aspect as well, a lot of brands tend to, forget the core
Yeah.
when you're scaling up as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I would love to see they maintain the same level of, energy that they've done with the first set of products, the same quirkiness on it. So I think that's all that I have. So that's what I would love to see, something
Yeah.
big from founders and the team.
Yeah, that's well said. Grow, but don't compromise on your principles. Stay true to what you have promised us. So don't ever think of letting us down, Shashank. So yeah, this is what we have, and I hope this helps. Thanks again, Dilip, for helping me with this, and hoping to do a few other teardowns with you as well in the future.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, Pranav. This has been great. Look forward to do more.
Yes, yes. All right. Bye bye.
Thanks, man.